My name is Jérémie, I'm from Geneva, studying economics in St. Gallen, and I'm passionate about development, economics, watchmaking and fishing.
Hi, my name is Raphaëlle, I'm from Geneva, I'm studying business. I love arts and drawing.
Hey guys, my name is Constant, I'm from Geneva, I'm 21, I study business administration here in St. Gallen, and in life I love nature, wandering and art.
Today it won't be about us, but about integral development and a specific company which decided to apply this specific model. What a beautiful day!
It's wonderful.
It is. You know, looking at those woods here make me think of those 4 young boys who started a brand in our precious valley. Did you hear about them?
I think so, but what do they do exactly?
They created Nostra, and from that they developed a brand named Bichil. It's a brand who cultivates and sells CBD derived products.
But what is CBD?
CBD is marijuana with a very low THC level below 1%.
Aha, okay. And do they only cultivate it or do they sell it?
They cultivate it in Valais and sell CBD and CBD derived product in the Wall Street Salon.
And are there other producers of CBD or are they the first ones to do that?
There are other brands, but this one is firstly from our region, namely the Valais, and we should be very proud of that.
Oh, I see. How nice. And how are they different from the other CBD producers?
Basically, the most important point of this company is that they use the integral model.
And what's that?
Let's find out. What one must understand with the integral model is the consideration of the complexity that is required for individuals, organizations, and society to evolve. Instead of focusing on profits and the commercial relation with many parties, a company must take 4 dimensions into account.
And what exactly are those dimensions?
The integral model was developed by Dr. Schieffer, and it's like a compass. It has 4 poles, north, south, east and west. Namely, in the south, it must root itself in the culture from which it arose by respecting its diversity and historical component. It's also about restoring life through nature, community and ecology.
Okay, what else should it do?
Then it must take into account creativity and arts at the heart of its activity. As a necessary tool for expansion, that is the East.
And what about knowledge?
Innovation and new knowledge must be brought forward as a fundamental prerequisite to the implementation of action, the next step. This is the North. It is about science, systems and technology, so this part is more pragmatic.
And how about the West?
That part is all about taking action. Action is the actual impact that one can have by being involved in politics and economics. Overall, it's about co-creation where people are involved in the processes. So this approach is holistic, meaning that it encompasses all the aspects of development.
Ah, okay, I got it now. But how did Nostras implement the model?
That's a very good question, but I don't know yet.
Just throw me the ball and I'll explain.
Who said that?
Great question.
Should we send him the ball?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Hi, I'm sorry, I overheard your conversation. I am Benjamin Foro, the guy who created Nostras. I created a sub-brand of Nostras called Bichil, which strives to build an innovation ecosystem.
And what about the integral model we heard the old people talking about earlier?
Oh, everything in Bichil was based on the model. We also have the 4 poles of the compass, but we use the classical parts of an enterprise rather than north, south, east and west. So instead of having finance, we have sustainable development. For operations, we have knowledge creation. For human resources, we have conscious evolution. And for marketing, we are trying to build a community.
I don't get it.
Wait, I let my friend Loic explain how it went from operations to knowledge creation.
Well, our goal here is to create and share knowledge rather than just making day-to-day operations. So we use permaculture and interconnected communication systems to build a communiversity. Yeah, I guess we aim to continuously create collective knowledge. I don't know if that was clear.
Yeah, it was. Thank you, Loic. My friend Steve takes care of finances. We renamed it Sustainable Development. He'll explain it much better than me.
This part includes the more economical aspect of Be-Chill. We don't strive for profit per se. Our enterprise is oriented toward the greater good, rooted in exchange and reciprocity. Our aim is to establish new practices on all levels of society in order to strengthen the local economy. We give a fair share of the profit to everyone involved. Got it?
Yeah, exactly. And for human resources, we name that part Conscious Evolution. I take care of that part. We go beyond the human considered as a resource. We want to awaken new possibilities and open people's minds. To make it simple, Be-Chill is based on friendship and family spirit. So it's a much more human approach than classical enterprises. Did you get it?
Yes, I think so. How good is it to have such dynamic people creating and co-creating such an interesting project in our good old Valais?
Yeah, it's wonderful. I agree.
But there is only one thing I didn't get. They didn't really explain how they managed to implement the community building in their project.
Yeah, I think they're having trouble with that part.
Yeah.
Ah, that's true. So marketing for us is more about community building, and we're having issues to build a strong community around Nostras. We want to focus on deepening roots and relationships. We have 4 major aspects for community building. First, customers, where we develop the Chill Club. Second, partners, basically our retailers. Third, we have visuals, which is all about videos, design, and telling our story. And fourth, events, for which we invite people to come at 4:20, a gathering on the 20th of April at 4:20. But to be honest, we have a trouble with that part.
We can help. We spent some days at Home for Humanity and developed some solutions for you. First of all, we think you should separate your smoking products from your beauty products. And Jérémie will explain what you should do with your smoking products.
Absolutely. So first we thought about doing some activities in all elderly houses, like testing products, oil drops. Then we thought about doing some educational video to break the stereotypes that most of the people have on cannabis. Then to really create a story with the benefits and saying that, for instance, it's biological and everything to help people understand really the product. And finally, we also thought about putting some prices in the product, meaning some winning number, for instance, where you can receive some free CBD, for instance. Then for the community building partners, we thought that people could help to find some new partner in the, for instance, new sellers, so they could go in different store and talk about the product, and if they create a new relationship with the company, they could earn some money for that. Then for the visual, we thought that designing the product, the package in a better way, for instance, putting a packaging in the form of a small bottle with the CBD inside would be better than the plastic one. And finally, we thought for the events, doing a monthly gathering in different spaces around the product.
And for your beauty products, first of all, for the community building, we thought also of doing activities in elderly houses, so showing the creams, what benefits they have, etc. You could also do a video with a person of influence who explains why those products and how they can be applied. And also, as for the smoking products, explain it with a story, so how they were cultivated, and so on. For the partners, maybe you should try selling your products through other retailers, so beauty institutes. For your visuals, maybe you should find someone for your design and redesign the boxes, and define precisely if the creams are for the face or the body, what benefits it has, and write it on the product. For the events, you could also do some samplings, and I think that's it for our findings. That's what we found.
And we will develop more about that on the paper that you will also be able to read.
Ok poteau, ça vient du Leva, on s'en fout des lovés. Le reste du monde ne sait pas qu'on est là pour le sauver. Qu'on est là pour le sauver. Ok poteau, ça vient du Leva, on s'en fout des lovés. Le reste du monde ne sait pas qu'on est là pour le sauver. Pas mal de prétentions dans mes écrits, aigris. À force de voir le rap en détention, j'ai pris ma plume et j'allume tous ces gars qui autotune pour la thune. Moi j'assume mes lacunes. Tu me verras up dans le top 3 des charts, mais j'ai semé ces connards. Je suis au sommet de mon art, on me promet un toncard si je vends mon cul à l'industrie. Un 10, j'en ai eu 10 en indus. Pris pour que je reste un inconnu, même pas un brin connu. Si je brille, y'aura plus d'un surpris. Ils se vendent pour un chèque de chèque. Moi je viens leur mettre un check de check. Check, commence à peine à comprendre. Ils sont sous le choc, commence à peine à comprendre. Faut un mode d'emploi. Ils sont nazes quand je travaille mes phases et mes phrases. Non, je ne suis pas en mode emploi. Sans quoi, j'aurais déjà des millions. Tu trouves ça mignon, c'est pas un rêve si t'as la vision. Mais c'est pas dans le son que je fais des billes. T'es débile, si j'écris c'est que le rap est ma béquille. C'est une passion poteau, ça s'arrête là. Mon son c'est comme la classe, ça s'achète pas.